All right, beautiful winter day out here. I'm fishing some different turf that I don't fish very often, but check out the scenery. It's a really awesome, beautiful morning. We were doing some quick trolling right now through an area that's covered in bait, and from there, trying to see what we could find today. We've got some menhaden for bait, frozen. So that's one option, and we can throw some lures around and see what we can find today. Beautiful winter day though, so this should be good, man. I'm excited. Oh. Type of fish, what type of depth? Oh man, that's not bad. All right, good start, man. It's a nice striped bass. It's gonna spit it on me here. Not gonna lie, I like being lower to the water to land fish. That's definitely a big plus of many kayaks that are definitely sitting lower, especially since I'm netless here. All right, just got a first bite here. Hey, that's a good sized striped bass. You know that? That ain't bad. Do have a board back here. Let me just take a quick little measurement before we let him go. All right, just under 27. Can't keep a striped bass here. So it's all catch and release anyway, so that's cool. I'll take that. I'm working this whiptail shad with like a jerking motion, like pop, pop, pause, pop, pop, pause. That fish hit right at the kayak. Seen a lot of life shallow. Okay, so deep I'm seeing gar, shallow stuff, striped bass I'm guessing. Last year I picked up a big blue cat jigging, so I kind of want to at least find fish that are unresponsive if I'm just trolling around and cruising. Like if I go through fish and they won't bite my lures, then I'm thinking it could be those cats. I think these are more stripers. Seem to want to follow it for a while, that was what I'm noticing. Yeah, that's a striper. Okay, okay. Tail action. It's a smaller fish, actually. The first one was pretty decent. This one's definitely a much smaller one, but hey. Okay. Trying to grab the jig head here. All right, well, it's a February day. We'll take that, right? Striped bass. Okay. So I honestly found life absolutely everywhere where I'm fishing right now. Shallow, deep, they're kind of everywhere. But seeing non-gar fish. I use that term loosely up on these flats right now. We've had a lot of warmer weather, so. Gosh, my screen is just covered with gar. I can't even read through them. Yeah, that's what that is. I was wondering. Yeah, that's crazy stuff here. Tighter. Sorry, didn't mean to be that googany at this jerk shad. Not bad sized fish, honestly. A little lethargic, but they aren't bad. This one looks like he's got that mycobacteriosis sort of thing. See, he's got that rot right there. Still a decent sized fish, actually. I show more of a preference to the jerk shad than the paddle tail today. That's already one thing I'm noticing. All right, it's kind of overwhelming because everything seems to be kind of active today, but the 95% of everything around me is gar. I'm catching some fish consistently with this barefoot jig. I used this one in the last video, but I won't plug too many products today, don't worry. It's got these flat flare. These aren't stripers, they're gar rolling around me, but it keeps the jerk shad like settling in at like such a nice flat angle. I really like it. And these striped bass seem to be in like 8 to 10 feet. They're not up super shallow on the 5-foot flat, but they aren't in 15. They're like, all that stuff's covered in gar. So I'm glad I figured this out in like my first hour and a half of fishing, because this stuff changes so much in the winter. Got him. Old ledge fish, dude. Okay. It's also on a 6-inch jerk bait. I've got a bunch of fish sitting under me still. Seem to like that slow falling stuff today, as opposed to how I typically fish for them a little more aggressively, I think. Some of these gar are big, man. I don't know how to get them to bite in colder water, though. I've tried it a few times, just out of curiosity, and I could not get gar to eat. The minute you hit bottom, though, crazy. right, decent one. Oh, is that a striper? No, that's got to be something different. That's what I love about that winter fishing. Oh, it's the blue cat. Maybe that's a channel cat. Yeah, it's a big channel. So we got Menhaden with us, and I think Zach's chunking it right now. And I was like, man, I caught a catfish jigging here last year. And I know there's some big blue cats, etc., etc. And I was like, well, let me try to jig up one, and then you know, maybe we'll switch to some bait to try to get a big blue cat. So it's actually a really nice channel catfish. This is fun, man. I know the winter fishing isn't very impressive in the algorithm to pay my bills, but honestly, I enjoy this more than a lot of the other types of fishing I do. It seems boring, but to me, it's just peaceful and a lot of fun. Just doing this, you know, kind of random stuff and in the peaceful backwater. I don't know. Like, I could do this sort of fishing all the time and be super happy. Got to do fishing you like to do, right? So, all right. All right, it's a nice channel cat. Honestly, I enjoy eating catfish, and if this was an area that didn't have some advisories, I would keep them. But there's definitely a lot of advisories kind of around the area I'm fishing. So I eat a lot of fish as it is, but you know, if I didn't eat much fish in general, this channel cat would be coming home. But that's not a bad one to get on the jig. That was fun. Felt different, I knew it. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I do generally like to fish darker colors in murkier water, but I've got a soft spot for white and striped bass. Also gonna bounce bottom here for a minute while I'm drifting that chunk on the left side. We'll see what happens. What we got there? 16 feet. Drum, little one. Mix with the stripers. I had a lot of lookers on my Menhaden chunk, but no one ate it. Fish there then. Okay. This is a 4.5 inch wise shad. It's a 1 ounce Berkeley Fusion jig head. It's got the 5.0 hook on it. And this is a little pen clash too. It's good for this light tackle stuff. I wouldn't really consider this a heavy duty setup with Penn Battalions. Fun light, just light tackle stuff. Works well for trolling. This little pen reel does cast pretty well for a small reel too. All right, so it's Wind is not making this easy though anymore. Kind of a bummer. Man, this wind really kicked up out of nowhere. Yeah, and that's winter in a nutshell for you, man. Sometimes that wind just kicks up. Wasn't really in the forecast for today. Seeing gar everywhere. That part. All right, let me march my way into that wind over there, man. Hopefully that won't be that bad, but we'll see. This might not be very fishable. I'm not catching anything anymore here as soon as this wind kind of came up. Kind of a bummer. Just gonna take a quick look around this corner.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I could see it's not windy there. Those high trees will help. What's that? Yeah, oh, it's all gar though, you'll see. Oh, I got a fish on. Dang. Big fish. Big fish. I literally threw my paddle tail and started. I went like 2 feet. Just to get out of this wind. That's how this goes, right? It's a really big fish. I think I got your monster cat here. I'm kind of get around this corner to enjoy the big flathead. Yeah, man, he must have been just sitting there waiting. Damn, that's crazy. We have to fish shallow, I think, for the cats.
Which is weird for the daytime, you know?
Yeah, you would think they'd be in that 25, 30 foot stuff, but I guess not. Guys, check that out. Damn, Zach got a speckled trout. I've got myself a flathead catfish today. We've seen red drum. Seen it all today.
I caught that trout like right over there.
I know, you caught the trout right there. I really want to put a little more time in on these flatheads. That hook looks like it's going to pop out on me though. Not with this wimpy net. All right, Mr. Flathead, let's see if I can grab you here. I don't want to put too much pressure on you. Got him. Ho, ho, ho. That's a good one, man. Gosh, I can't believe that fish was in like 4 feet this time of year like that. I didn't snag him, none of that nonsense. He ate the shad on the troll. But that's a first for me in the colder months. This flathead hit on the troll in about 5 feet of water. I'm literally going around a corner to just get out of this wind. And that's a nice one, man. On a day like today, 52-degree water, I guess that's why you troll sometimes, man. It's not the way I like to fish, but it made my day. So let me get this guy. Well, yeah, it's such an interesting day. Red drum, speckled trout caught today. Man, I thought I was snagged up. I was just trolling around like a kook. I thought I might have just threw my shad into a snag. Yeah, he's probably about 37 and a half, 38, somewhere around there. So, great catch for February, man. Oh, cool. Thank you, thank you. All right, see you later, pal. Okay, this is the original point where we're heading to. And, yeah, man. Another catfish. I think so. Could be, I don't know. All right, I found some fish out here. It took me a minute. Such a wild day. No, this one's not a catfish. I think this one's striped bass. Decent one too. Not a bad one. Also on that 1 ounce jig head. Just learning some terrain. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna troll back in now. I got fish kind of scattered still. It looks mostly like gar. So we'll do this again. All right, maybe next week. Having that water creep over that 50-degree mark always seems to help a bunch. What you can catch. Below 50 around here starts to get hard. I find that 50 to 54 degrees range to be really good fishing sometimes. And I think today was one of those. So, all right, I'm probably just gonna slow troll back in. If I stop by any fish, I'll fish them. Check the video's description, links everything used today. Mostly stuck with the jerk shads early, and then the paddle tail seemed to get more bites later. But the bite now is kind of scattered. Like I can't pick more than 1 or 2 fish anymore in an area. Well, this morning I had a couple shots at fish. That was pretty cool though. That flathead definitely took me by surprise. That does not happen very often. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. That was kind of cool, a lot of fun, a lot of surprises today. So I had a good time.